Yo guys, welcome back to a brand new PTCGO Unbroken Bonds video. Today guys, we're going to be looking at a updated Granbull deck here on PTCGO. The main reason why Granbull has kind of gotten some attention is because we now have Red's Challenge, which is really good. I've seen a few videos on this Red's Challenge Granbull deck, and it does seem like Granbull might actually come back to its competitive form now that we have Red's Challenge to work with. Granbull obviously relies heavily on the attack all out, having no cards in your hand to do 160. Thanks to Red's Challenge, it's really easy to pull that off because you automatically get rid of 2 cards. So Red's Challenge does seem like it changes Granbull for the better. Granbull might get a lot better thanks to this card. And Granbull might be able to make a comeback now because we have Red's Challenge, which makes it even easier to pull off all outs. Because before you had to rely on like Ultra Balls and Apricorn Makers, Macargo and Oranguru combos. But now that we have Red's Challenge, it's a lot easier to pull off these big old all-out plays. So before we get into this PTCGO video, guys, of course, shout out to the sponsor, Card TCG. If you guys are ever looking for any PTCGO codes for any set, obviously, if you're still looking for Unbroken Bonds codes, you're still trying to get all the Unbroken Bonds cards, all the full art, stuff like that, you can get them over at Card TCG. You can also get trainer kits, Elite Trainer boxes, Pokemon GX codes, if you're looking for Flareon GX codes, Jolteon GX codes, for example. You can get them over at Card Cavern, and when you buy something from Card Cavern TCG, of course, you can use code LDF, and you get a 5% discount on your order when you do buy something from Card Cavern TCG, so shout out to them. So, yeah, now let's go take a look at the Granbull deck and the list that I've gone with. So, there's a few lists online right now for Granbull. This is kind of the one that I've come up with, just kind of taking those ideas. One thing Granbull does have going for it is a fairy type. Being a fairy type is pretty useful right now. You get access to Wondrous Labyrinth. You got to access all these Fairy Charms to help with certain matchups, which is kind of hype. Now, obviously, Granbull relies on that attack all out, doing 160 for 1 energy if you have no cards in your hand. So the way we're going to pull that off is through like stuff like Ultra Balls and Red's Challenge. Red's Challenge allowing you to discard 2 cards from your hand and then search your deck for any card you want. Amazing way to pull off all out is through Red's Challenge. So we are going to be going for Red's Challenge. It's all about the Granbull Red's Challenge combo with this deck. So some lists Granbull used to play obviously ran Macargo in the list. We don't play that anymore. We're just going to be going 3 Orangurus, 1 Ditto, and 1 Marshadow, and then the 4/4 Granbull line. No more Macargos. We're just going in with what we got. I've seen a Granbull list that used Shedinja with Granbull. I think I played against that in my one of my videos. I think it was my Dugong Aerodactyl video. I played against the Granbull Shedinja deck. So Granbull Shedinja might be something worth looking at. I don't know. I know Shedinja is pretty strong with Field Blower not being as popular right now. But I am including this Marshadow. Resetting Hole can be really useful. And also you can use Red Knuckles as a way to deal with Buzzwole. Just a cool like one of I wanted to put in here was the Marshadow. But having the 4/4 Granbull line gives you all out. Gives you the advantages of just going in with Granbull. It's your main attacker. Your main attacker is Granbull, right? You don't have any other attacker. But just having the Marshadow is really nice when you run into Buzzwole. That's basically it for your attackers. We have ways to get them back. We are playing 3 Rescue Stretchers. We also have 2 copies of Diantha, which gets us back our Granbulls too. So that's basically it. We're just going to try and get our hand down to 0. This deck does kind of take some smart plays. You do have to think when you're playing this deck. So we have to kind of put our thinking cap on when playing this. Can't really kind of just no-brain it. We go into the items here. We got 1 Counter Catcher as a way to bring stuff up, knock them out. 4 Custom Catchers. Custom Catcher can also be a nice way to pull off all out. You can draw up to 3 cards if you play 1, which can be useful because then those 3 cards can turn into a way to pull off an all out. Just also having the effect of bringing something up and then knocking them out with Custom Catcher is really good. We are playing 1 Fiery Flint, just another way to get rid of your hand size. You don't obviously play any fires in this deck. There's no fire energies in here, but with Fiery Flint, it allows us to get rid of cards in our hand so that we can pull off an all out just when we don't have an Ultra Ball play. We got 4 Nest Balls, of course, pretty standard stuff. The deck is playing 1 copy of Pal Pad. Very important to be able to get back your supporters, especially when you need to get back your Red's Challenge. 4 Pokégears are in the deck. Also, being able to get your supporters when you need them is very important. 3 copies of Rescue Stretcher to, of course, be able to get back your Granbulls. We got 2 Switches. I mean, obviously, Switch needs to be in here for Oranguru. We got 4 Ultra Balls. A very important card with Granbull is Ultra Ball because it's one of the many ways to pull off the all out. For my stadiums, I've gone with the 2 Shrine, 1 Wondrous Labyrinth. One thing that Marshadow also does good is that ability allowing you to get rid of a stadium can be really important. When you want to win the stadium war, so you can just slap down a Wondrous Labyrinth, and your opponent will have no way to stop it. There's no counter stadium in their list anymore because you've gotten rid of all their stadiums with Shrine and Marshadow. Wondrous Labyrinth will stick for the whole game, and that's pretty tough to deal with. Pretty interesting supporter count. No Lilies, no Cynthias, no Judges, no Erica. We are going 3 copies of Apricorn Maker to be able to get Ultra Balls and Nest Balls. Great way to pull off the combos Apricorn Maker. 2 copies of Diantha. Again, Diantha, get your back your supporters that you need. Very important card in here. We're also going to be running 1 copy of Guzma. We got the catchers. We don't need to go crazy on Guzma. Guzma is still really important, though, with Oranguru. And, of course, for Red's Challenge, one of the most important cards in this deck is Red's Challenge. So we are going all in and playing 4 of those. Now into the tools. So some lists I've seen, we're playing bodybuilding dumbbells. Obviously, choice bands also something people like to play in Granbull. I've just gone with the Fairy Charms for this list. Stealthy Hood is also something I've seen get talked about as a way to block Muck. Again, I don't really run into Muck anymore. Honestly, like, I barely play against Muck. But Stealthy Hood could be added. But I am playing the 3 different Fairy Charms that we can work with here. I got the Lightning one so that PikaRom and Zeraora and Tapu Koko GX cannot damage Granbull. I got the Ability one so that Zoroark GX, Lycanroc GX, Alola Ninetales GX, just to name a few, cannot damage you. And I have the Ultra Beast Fairy Charm so that Buzzmosa and Blacephalons cannot damage you. Yeah, this is my Granbull list that I've gone with. Taking some other Granbull archetypes I've seen, mix them together, and kind of just went with them. What I am comfortable with, and I do like Granbull. So Granbull, I think, can make a comeback now in the standard format. It's got more to work with, and it might be a decent archetype to consider looking at. So let's do some games with it now. Alright guys, we're going to go jump smash with Granbull. Again, this deck does take a lot of skill to play, and this is my first time playing Granbull, like, full on. And, I don't know, hopefully I'm not going to make many misplays with the deck. It does happen quite a bit, though. You can make some really big misplays. But, yeah, this is a pretty difficult deck to kind of pilot. Well, it's not difficult, but, again, it does take skill. You have to know what you're doing. So we actually didn't get the best of starting hands. We do have Pokégear, though. And we got the double Snubbull start. That rhymed. Pretty good hand, I would say. We are up against a Lightning deck, so hopefully we can slap on that Lightning Fairy Charm here. I could definitely see Mew being put in this deck, too, if you want to deal with Wheezing a bit better. But Mew does not counter Wheezing. Ooh, Snorlax. Oh, maybe he's just playing a Lightning Snorlax deck? I don't know. Yeah, you could maybe run, like, there's some other things that definitely could be put in here. Field Blower, for example. There's probably the addition of Mew. Mew is not a good counter to Wheezing, by the way. I don't think Mew is a great way to stop Wheezing, but it is something to consider. I don't know. We'll see how we do here against this deck. I mean, this is a pretty good matchup, I would say. PikaRom, Granbull likes to see. Another reason why you can play Mew, though, is so that they don't take out 2 Granbulls with Tag Bolt. We'll see if our Snubbulls go in with that. Detective Pikachu, a beautiful looking Snubbull here. Okay, there's a Tapu Lele. Getting a Cynthia, not a Lily. Don't really know what kind of Lightning deck this is. I'm guessing it's PikaRom. They just have Snorlax for Zoroark or something, which is fine. I think we can beat PikaRom. It's probably, again, one of our better matchups. Once we slap on that Fairy Charm card, they have to kind of go with Zapdos. I do like our opening hand, though, here. There's a Coco coming down. Okay, that makes things even more interesting. Now I really don't know what we're up against. Still probably a PikaRom deck, but I don't really know what kind of PikaRom deck it is. Not having Cynthia or Lily in this deck is really interesting, because our turn 1 is looking a little slow. We don't play any way to, like, get a Cynthia off. We could play, like, Energy Spinner in this deck. We kind of have to rely on what Pokégear gives us, though. Pokégear... never mind, he's gonna Marshadow me. I was gonna say, with your Pokégear, probably play Pokégear, get a red maybe if we do, or an Apricorn, get some more things down. But if I did get a red, I don't know if I would play it. But I do want to see if we can get here. It's a bit better. We do have the ability Fairy Charm, which can prevent Zeraora and Lele from damaging us. Energy on Zeraora, so we can attach to the active, I guess. That's fine. Not a great hand. We're going to have to get Oranguru here. This is why having 3 Orangurus is nice. We can draw a couple cards here with Oranguru, thankfully. We can do Instruct for 1. There's an Apricorn Maker. So there we go. We got the Granbull for next turn, which is pretty good. I think I'm going to hold that. And we could do Make a Mess and do 40 damage to this Snorlax. Or we can do 20 to it. I am tempted to play it and then just hit it for 20, and I'll have 250 HP remaining. I think I will. Because I think what we'll have to do here, we'll get rid of the switch, we'll hit him for 20, I don't know if I want to have the switch in my hand going into my next turn. I want to Apricorn Maker, probably get Nest Ball, Ultra Ball, then Nest Ball for another Snubbull or Oranguru, and or maybe get Marshadow so we can bump Thundermount or something. A Fire Energy coming down. Okay, we are definitely not up against a normal deck. He can't knock me out though, because we do have the ability Fairy Charm on us. He'd have to go Flying Flip. Oh, he's gonna Guzma. That is so annoying. Oh, he's actually not gonna. Oh, I was gonna say, is he bringing a Oranguru? He's gonna knock out my Ditto. That's fine. Ditto served its purpose. Still can't damage my Snubbull though, and he doesn't have an unlimited amount of Guzmas. Let's see what we draw. Fairy Energy. Alright, so I guess we'll Ultra Ball away the Nest Ball then. I'd rather spread my fairies out. Energy is pretty important in this deck. We could Counter Catcher obviously too, bring out the Snorlax or something, but we're gonna go for a nice big all out here, hit him for 130. Unfortunately, we can't knock him out with Choice Band, but that's fine. We can still get a nice chunk of damage on him. 160, not 130, I don't know why I said 130. But we can do 160 and a couple Shrines and he's a goner. And he can't do Zeraora here. He actually doesn't have an attacker, most likely. He already played his Coco Prism, so I'm expecting me not to get damage this turn. He could go Zapdos, maybe. We'll see. But again, he can't damage me with abilities. He can attack me with Snorlax. He can attack me with Coco. He can maybe drop a Zapdos on me. I don't know what other lightning types he'd be playing, but Zeraora cannot damage my Granbull, which is good. See what we can do here. I'm looking for another Granbull maybe off the top deck. An energy going on Snorlax. He could go Snorlax. Nope, he's going to give up Marshadow. Okay, so what I'm looking for here is maybe a Custom Catcher combo. There's a Red's Challenge, which will get us the Custom Catcher. So we'll knock out the Zeraora here. Yeah, that's fine. Red's Challenge. No, we can't get Custom Catcher. Alright, whatever, that's fine. We can still play it, though, to get our hand down. I'm actually going to get Shrine of Punishment, I think. And we'll all out for the knockout. Hit him for 160. Losing Pal Pad is a bit annoying. That's fine, though. There's another Shrine. Okay. Let's see what he does next. So, we'll see if the Shrine sticks. If it doesn't, we can slap another one down if he bumps it with, like, probably Thundermount. Most Zero Lightning decks are playing Eighth of Paradise right now because it's banned on PTCGO. So, the only stadium he's probably playing is Viridian, which actually helps me a lot. Viridian is something that also can be added into this deck over Shrine of Punishment. It's up to you, though. And it's actually just going to go for a Kiawe, probably on Snorlax, which is fine. Again, Granbull really does like to see these big Tag Team GX decks, which is good. And we're actually going to KO Zeraora here. There's another Red's Challenge, so we can play that. Struck for 1. Ooh. I don't know. I don't know if I actually want to play this now. Yeah, I'm really not trying to lose our Wondrous Labyrinth. No thanks. The Red's Challenge next turn, slap the lab down. Shrine will do its job, it'll knock out the Zeraora. So, we do 190. Yeah, I really don't want to lose my 2 stadiums either. Though it is pretty good to knock out the Coco here. We are taking 2 prizes, and then we'll go down to 3, and all we gotta do is take out Snorlax. Maybe it's not so bad. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna hold the Wondrous Labyrinth. Good Red's Challenge for Ultra Ball here, which is what I'm gonna do. See what we get. Marshadow's good. Another Energy's not bad. So he can knock me out Snorlax, because, well, it can go through the ability Fairy Charm. It's fine, though. Again, not trying to lose my Wondrous Labyrinth. That's just way too important not to lose. We might have to use it, though, if he plays a, if he doesn't do anything, because I have to thin my hand down here for Granbull. Nice, we get to play our Wondrous Labyrinth down without having to waste it. Nice. There's a Nest Ball. He might get PikaRom here. Yep, there it is. That's fine. Once we take out Snorlax, we win, and we can easily do that, I think, at this point. I think we have this game wrapped up. We need to get another Snubbull down here. Hopefully we can draw a Rescue Stretcher. I'm looking for a Rescue Stretcher here. If not, I can Red's Challenge for it. Alright! The Snubbull top deck for the win. Alright, so what we can do... We play this down, Red's Challenge for Granbull. And we basically win the game. He actually doesn't have Zeraora in any place, so he'd have to give up all the energy to retreat here. No Lightning Fairy Charm. That's fine, though. We don't need it. I doubt PikaRom's going to attack me, especially because we just bumped this thing, and we probably locked in the Wondrous Labyrinth. But if he wants to be my guest and play a Viridian Forest down, that would help me out quite a bit. But as you can see, Granbull really likes to play against these big GX decks. That's probably the best matchup you can ask for is GX heavy decks, because this is what Granbull kind of preys on, is these big GX decks. All we need to do now is just set up a double custom catcher play and we win the game. Which, if we could draw, probably, I don't know actually. We can't instruct into it. I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully we can win the game in a couple turns. So, Wondrous Labyrinth is locked in, so he can't even attack me with Dump Truck Press, but he is doing it. Oh. Very questionable play for my opponent, because he's going to lose the game if I knock him out. So he has 60 HP. Play rough would actually not KO him. Another Snubbull's good. Alright, let's see if we can just draw into another Reds challenge here. Or Ultra Ball and we win. Yep, there we go. That's game. There you go. Reds challenge Granbull, guys. Beating a interesting PikaRom build using Snorlax and random Fire Energies. I really want to be able to look at his deck after this. But as you can see, Granbull is really powerful when you play against GX heavy decks. As you can see, we're just going to take a dub here. Yeah, Granbull, guys, that's what it's all about. And when you're in a format where there's some pretty big Pokemon that Granbull likes to pick on, you have pretty easy matchups. I really want to see his list. Fire Energy is really random. I guess it's for the Kiawe, but, like, still. 3 Kiawes! 3! Interesting lists. He has no Lilies. He did have Viridian. He had Field Blower, too. Wow, he actually had a few answers to me with my Fairy Charms. But as you can see, guys, Granbull beating them big tag team decks. It's what Granbull likes to see. It's his best matchup, I think, in general. It's just any deck that uses tag teams. So let's see you guys in another match. Alright, guys, go do some more games or another game with Granbull. See what we run into here. Yeah, Granbull, when you run into those big old, big GX heavy decks, Granbull has a good time. We're up against Grass, Lightning, Dark. Alright, don't know what we're up against. A lot of types going on. Alright, we do win the coin flip, which is good. See how this goes. Double Oranguru start, not great. I don't mind this hand, though. If Pokégear can maybe give us a Apricorn Maker or something, I'll be happy. Apricorn Maker can get us some more things down. If not, it's fine. Oh, we're up against Zapdos. Oh my gosh. Zapdos, I don't know if Granbull is great against. We don't really have a good answer to Zapdos. Snubbull's definitely not going to live here. That got us a Reds challenge. Alright, I will take it. Get rid of double Fairy Energy, I guess. Keep the Stretcher in case he knocks out Snubbull. I think we'll get another Snubbull. I do want to find a switch, though, too. We do Instruct for 2. Okay. I don't want to play the Pal Pad. I think we'll just Instruct for 1, play the Fairy Charm ability on you in case of, like, a Coco at any point. Draw extra card. Another Oranguru. Alright, we can draw even more cards here with Instruct. There's a Granbull. Okay, now we just need an energy. I think we'll pass. Well, I don't think Snubbull's going to live. It's like a given he's got Guzma energy in his hand, unfortunately. So we're not going to have Snubbull alive. Maybe I could have just held the energy altogether. We'd have to get rid of 2 of them there. We only have 4 left in the deck. We do have Diantha, though. We do have Diantha. And I think if we can draw Diantha here or something, or we get a Diantha, we should be able to get a knockout, because we can definitely lower our hand down. We'll see how this goes. This matchup might be tough. Might not be, though. Zapdos does have to commit a lot of damage to KO my Granbull. So we might be okay. We'll see. We still need a switch, even if he doesn't get the knockout. Yep, of course he had Guzma energy in his hand. He always does. Zapdos just always happens to have the right cards in their hand to knock me out. Okay. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have played the energy. Whatever, though. We need to lower our hand size. What do we draw? It's challenge. Alright, that's perfect. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play all my Instructs while I can. I do want to get back Snubbull here. Diantha wouldn't be bad either, though. There's a Nest Ball, so we can play that. Get another Snubbull. Like a Pal Pad, Struck for 2. See what this gives us. Ultra Ball Marshadow. Alright, well, time to do Red's challenge then. Get ourselves a Fairy Energy, knock him out. Seems good. And All Out knocks him out. And he can't damage me with ability GXs, even though it probably doesn't matter. So what our prize is going to be, there's a Custom Catcher, that's pretty good. Maybe we can knock out something here if he doesn't knock me out. We'll see if any of my Snubbles get KO'd here by Zapdos. The more he does that though, the more I can just do Rest Stretcher. The less he's dealing with Granbull, the better. Still though, I think Diantha would be huge. It does get us back our energy. One of the only ways to get it back. Energy Recycle System is also something that I think could be put in this deck. Don't know what would be in room for it though, and oof, really big error cut. But that means there shouldn't be a Guzma here, so Granbull should live maybe, unless he gets double Electro Power. He still has a Sledgehammer turn too, so Granbull won't live much longer. Even if he doesn't KO me, we knock out Zapdos, he'll end up knocking me out with Sledgehammer most likely. Ooh, an Escape Rope. I'm gonna bring in Oranguru, that's fine. Totally found this, because if we get another Red's challenge, we can at least grab a Switch, which is pretty good. I could have brought in a Snubbull, I guess, just give it up, but yeah, that's not a good idea. And we do have to watch out for Buzzmosa too at some point. If we keep the prize trade alive and we stay ahead by a good amount, we don't have to worry about a Beast Game knockout on one of my Snubbles, or maybe even Ditto or something. I don't know if he'll even attack the Oranguru. Like, it is important to knock out my Orangurus because it is, like, integral to my deck, but yeah. And there's a... Again, why do we have to tuck him down to, like, the last second? We'll struck for 1. Not bad. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Struck for 1 again. Another energy's pretty good. Do another struck for 1. I actually don't know if we'll get a knockout here. Never mind, we do. I do have to lose Diantha though, I'm not a fan of that, but it does mean I can do this. And I think I am going to grab... Part of me wants to get Wondrous Labyrinth because then he can't attack, but that would be a waste. He still hasn't played a Thunder Mountain yet, or Shrine. I might just get another Granbull, keep the other Snubbull on my bench safe, just to have another Granbull for backup. So we don't have to get a Granbull out of the deck at some point. All out knockout the Jirachi. Get our prize. Ooh, Custom Catcher. That's pretty good. Alright, so we're chilling. We're chilling. I think another useful card that can go in this deck is maybe Mewtwo. Being able to just slap down Mewtwo on your bench, get back a Red's Challenge or a Diantha could be really powerful, because you could do Mewtwo, and then you could instruct into the card, or you can do Custom Catcher into the card. So I definitely could see room for maybe a Mewtwo going in this deck. Mewtwo for Marshadow could be good. We just saw the Marshadow in the discard. We get a Stretcher play, we can knock out Buzzle that way. He does have his Sledgehammer turn, don't forget. He needs to find a Beast Energy to KO me, though, which is really good. Ooh, he plays the Viridian down. Good thing I didn't play Wondrous Labyrinth, but Viridian is really good, because I can guarantee a discard from my hand and an energy attachment, so I don't even know if I ever want to bump this. Obviously, we don't need Shrine in this matchup anymore, but let's see if he gets the knockout. He's not going for Sledgehammer, so this is really good for us. As you can see, the Zapdos matchup could be really decent. It kind of comes down to how your opponent plays the game. There's double Electro Power, so my opponent does have a KO on my Granbull here, which is fine. We're still going to be in a good spot regardless. And he doesn't have Sledgehammer now, because we're going to most likely knock out Zapdos here. Alright, this is really good. So we bring in the Granbull. Maybe looking for Stretcher right now. Got Ultra Ball. So I think what we'll do is we'll instruct first. And there's the Stretcher. Nice. Do want to get Marshadow back for Buzzle. Do another instruct. Probably just do Ultra Ball here, to be honest. Or not. We'll do one more instruct. Ooh, Apricorn Maker. I think we just Ultra Ball. Get another Snubbull. All out. Snubbull could get targeted, but again, we need to keep getting Granbulls in play, so it's fine. Take a prize. There's another Granbull, so if he doesn't knock out my Snubbull with another Zapdos here, we should be good. He could come out of nowhere with like a Beast Game KO. Oh, he's going for Big Cut. Big Cut will KO me because it does do 130 damage, unfortunately. But because we have Viridian in play in our top deck, we're literally guaranteed to knock out the Kartana. We don't even need anything else. He's relying on Electro Power KOs too, so... Again, as long as there's no shenanigans, we should be good. I do have to be careful with what I bench now because of Beast Game. Other than that, I think we're chilling. I want to see my opponent whiff that Beast Energy, Rainbow Energy, though. I really want to see them not get the Kartana knockout. Never mind, they got it. RIP the dream. Marshadow can still knock out Kartana, too. It's not in the discard, I forgot. We shuffled it back. But I can say Marshadow, I think, does 80 or something, 70 damage. But we are guaranteed to KO him here, which is lit. There's a Stretcher. He's probably going to get back a Zapdos. Yep. There it is. Okay. It's going to KO me with Kartana. Does do 130 damage on the dot with Big Cut. There's a Coco Prism coming down. Not too worried about Coco GX. We can always slap on a Fairy Charm. Or a Lightning Charm. Fairy Lightning Charm. Well, I guess it still is a Fairy Charm, right? Because it is called Fairy Charm. You get what I mean. Just gotta be careful with what we bench now. Because we bench another Snubbull / Ditto. It could be an easy Beast Game target. I think we just avoid Ditto now because I don't want him to win with Beast Game. Because Viridian's in play, we are guaranteed to KO this thing unless we can draw Diantha here. Another Snubbull. I think we'll plop that down. Actually, no. We'll just Viridian. We'll just get a knockout. I mean, we're such a good spot right now. We don't really care about benching anything else. Take our prize. Ooh, big boy plays. Let's go, Diantha. Now we're cooking. Or if I bench another Snubbull, I can always slap on an Ultra Beast Fairy Charm to it. So my opponent needs double Electro Power to KO me, and I honestly don't think they're going to get it. They can Guzma one of my Orangurus, try and trap it. That could work. We only have one Switch and one Guzma left. No, they're going for the Thunder Assault. Do they have a knockout? Don't tell me they actually have double Electro Power. What? Get out of here. Are you serious? Okay, that's fine. Not the end of the world. A little annoying that they got that, not gonna lie. It's a little frustrating, but it's fine. So if I do Diantha, what do I get? Maybe just Stretcher. Okay, we'll definitely play this. Yeah, I don't want to get Snubbull because I don't want to lose. If we had Fairy Charm Ultra Beast, I would. I think we'll get Stretcher. And... Stretcher and Pal Pad. Get Diantha, get Red's Challenge back. Maybe double Red's Challenge would have been a little better. So Stretcher. Snubbull, Snubbull, Granbull, Snubbull. Or double Granbull too is Ditto, but again, I don't want to play Ditto down anymore. Knock him all out. So he should win the game here unless he goes in with a Tapu Koko GX, but he's already used Coco Prism's got no energy in play. I think we have the win here. I think we have the win. Viridian is really useful. Yeah, you know what? I'm really thinking Viridian's better in this deck than Shrine of Punishment. I don't know. Still, though, I don't see my opponent winning this game at this point. There's nothing on the bench that can get Beast Gamed. Let's see what they do. Maybe I should have gone back double Red's Challenge, just in case we have to do Red's Challenge for a switch. I don't know. There's the Buzzmosa. Okay. Again, there's nothing he can KO. This is why I didn't bench anything. The Lily for 3. You can attack with Buzzmosa, I guess. Could be a little annoying, actually, because we can't two-shot it. Or we can't one-shot it. But if we get an Ultra Beast Fairy Charm, which we should be able to do, especially if we find a Red's Challenge. I mean, what does my opponent do? There's a Stellar Wish. They did do their supporter for the turn, so they don't have a supporter now. Thunder Mountain. They can bump the Viridian, which is whatever, because, whatever. Will they do it? They will, because they probably want to go Zapdos here. But Zapdos can't kill me anymore, because they've used up all their Electro Powers. So I think we should have game here, unless they pull something miracle off. There's an Escape Rope. Saw that coming. It's fine. We do have our Guzma. We still have a Red's Challenge to get Switch. I'm actually going to attack with Zapdos. So they're going to try and set up a KO here, it looks like. So we don't actually move Oranguru. I think we lose. Okay. Red's Challenge. Nope. We do have to thin. There's switches in the deck. I see it. I do see it. There it is. And that's game. That is game. Red's challenge, guys, beating a Zap Beast deck. I think a matchup we can definitely beat. They got a little lucky that they were able to find double electric power in their right turns when they needed it. But overall, pretty decent matchup for us. Buzzwole Mosa might cause some problems. But again, we just try to avoid benching anything that could lose us the game to a Beast game. And we came out on top with a dub. So yeah, that's going to wrap up today's PCGO video, guys. I think showing off the Granbull Red's Challenge combo deck. Definitely, I think, gives Granbull some new feet. If I were to change up the list, looking back, Viridian, I think, needs to be in this deck 100%. I might just cut Shrine altogether. Like, Shrine is a good card, obviously, but to be fair, Viridian with Granbull is almost more busted than... I think we definitely should run Viridian in this deck. So, yeah, outside of that, I do like this list a lot. Maybe a third Diantha could be needed. But other than that, I do like this list. Again, as talked about, Mewtwo could be added in here. Maybe take out Marshadow. I guess what like a more finished version of this deck for me would look like would be this. I would go Viridian Forests. I would run 2 Viridian in the deck. And I would probably want to slap in a Mewtwo in the deck. And boom, there you go. That's my new Granbull list. If I were to update it, I would probably run it like this. I do like it. I actually think the Fiery Flint maybe can go, but I do think it would have been good to have, especially in that situation there where we kept having to instruct at the end there to find Red's challenge. But yeah, I love Granbull now. Granbull definitely can make a comeback. It's a lot better now than what it used to be. We don't have to worry about Muck as much anymore because Red's challenge can easily get us through things. But yeah, this is my Granbull list. Obviously, throwing out the Shrines, adding Viridians might be better now. But yeah, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed, make sure to drop a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe on the road to 5,000 subscribers. We're getting closer now to 4,500 subs. And if you guys enjoyed the video, again, drop a like. And check out Card Cover TCG, the sponsor description. If you're ever looking for PCGO codes, get them over there. Use code LDF for 5% discount on your order. And I'll see you guys on another PCGO video. Have a good day. Goodbye.